Hey everybody, Ckey here, and I'm coming to you guys with another video, and this is a video that you and I both want. I asked you guys if you wanted it, and in the comment section you were like, heck yeah, let's go for it. So that's what I did. No, seriously though, this video is about multi-purpose slash double duty products. Okay, so I'm so excited to share this with you guys because I like using my products for more than one thing. If I can get a product that I can use for more than one thing, totally like thumbs up, because I feel like you get more bang for your buck. It is like too hot for all this hair. That is so why I've been rocking my bun. But anyway, I have all of this stuff laid out on my vanity, and I'm gonna go through it, and I'm gonna try to make this video as short as possible, but like charge it to my head and not my heart if it's long, okay? The first product is the Balm highlighter, you guys. Y'all know that me and the Balm have a love thing going on when it comes to highlighters. This is Betty LouManizer right here, and this is what it looks like. And the reason that I wanted to talk about highlighters, you guys, is because highlighters, not only do you have to use them as a highlight for your cheek, of course you can highlight your nose, and however you highlight, you can use this as a highlighter, but you can also use it to highlight your brow bone. You can use it to highlight your inner corner. Like, you do not have to use eyeshadows for that. So that is why I wanted to talk to you guys about highlighters. And of course, this is not a drugstore. I think this runs like 20 something bucks, but I do have a drugstore option here. And this is Physicians Formula. And this is what it looks like. It is their warm nude palette. I believe that I talked about, I talked about both of these in my highlighter video. So I'll link that somewhere. But this one is actually made to be used as an eyeshadow or a highlight. So just so you guys know, when you buy a product, you can use it for whatever you want. I tell you guys all the time, there are no rules in makeup. So the next product here is Fix Plus, you guys. I know everybody and their mama knows about Fix Plus, okay? But Fix Plus is not only, a lot of people think it's a setting spray, but it's totally not a setting spray because it does not set your makeup and keep it in place. But what it does is it settles your makeup. It helps fix it, you know, hence like Fix Plus. It helps fix your makeup, and it helps, like, if your makeup is a little bit cakey when you apply it, you put on some Fix Plus and it'll just kind of like mesh everything together and settle it and fix it. Get it? Fix Plus. But not only do you have to use it as that, some people actually use it as a primer. I've actually used it as a primer before, like before I put on my makeup. Now, not as a primer in a sense that it fills in pores and it helps your makeup stay on, but a primer in a sense that it hydrates your skin before you apply foundation. So sometimes during the fall season or during the winter season, I will use this as kind of like a primer. I don't really want to say primer, but you get what I'm saying, okay? Primer, all right? So not only can you use it as a primer and as a fixer, but you can also use this to help your eyeshadows pop, right? So if you're using a pigment and you really want that pigment to stick together and to apply on your lid evenly, or to give it an extra pop, spray a little bit of this on your brush when applying your eyeshadow and watch it work. Watch it work and watch it bling bling. Watch it work, and watch it bling bling. But anyway, seriously, now we're gonna talk about a product, one of which I'm rocking today. So let's talk about that one first. This is an eyeshadow pencil, and it's by Jordana. It says 12-hour made to last eyeshadow pencil. It is in the color Tenacious Brown. So not only can you use this as an eyeshadow, you can also use this as an eyeshadow base to help your eyeshadows to pop. You can use it as an eyeliner if you want to. And today, I actually use it as a lipstick. What? Yes, I did. And I also have another one to show you. Now, this is a NYX Jumbo Pencil, and it's in the color Milk. Now, everybody knows about Milk. Like, seriously, we know about this. So this is a jumbo eye pencil as well, and you probably wouldn't want to use a white eyeshadow, right? Because who rocks a white eyeshadow? But what we use this one for, and I'm like, when I say we, I'm talking about like everybody on the YT that I've seen. You can use this as a base, and it makes your eyeshadow pop as well. And you can also, depending on your skin tone, you can also use this as a liner. Now, because of my skin tone, I don't go for white, but Jordana does have another shadow pencil that is in the color Continuous Almond, and I like to put that in my lash line, and it just kind of opens up my eyes and makes me look more awake, gives me a little pop, makes it look fresh. So yeah, you got like 3 ways that you can use these babies. And now we have concealers, you guys. Now, concealers are not just to conceal spots on your face. I mean, I know that is what they're made for, but we do not have to use them for just that, all right? So for example, this Sephora Concealer, I love to use this as a base on my eyes because, for one, I can mute out the discoloration and have it act as a base at the same time. I can just pop this concealer on, let it dry, and I can proceed with doing my eyeshadow, especially if I'm doing a look like today. Like, I use no eyeshadow base at all. I totally use this concealer right here. And not only can you use your concealer as a base, but if you have a lighter color, you can also use it as an under eye highlight. And this color is in Cream Caramel. It's by Sephora. And this one is in Dulce de Leche. It's kind of like my skin tone, and it's by Sephora also. They run like 13 bucks. And then I also have another brand that I love, which is MAC Prolongwear. So I wanted to pull that baby out, which you can use it for the same thing. Not only do you have to use it as an under eye highlight, you can use it as a brow bone highlight, or you can use your skin tone and you can sculpt out the top of your brow as well. And when you do a wing liner, you could take your concealer and kind of clean it up. If you mess up, just saying, you could take a Q-tip, or you can just clean it up when you're putting on your highlight or your under eye highlight. I wanted to give you guys a drugstore option as well because I have been loving this. As a matter of fact, when I do not reach for my Sephora concealers because I have to mix the two to get my perfect highlight, I go for this one, this Better Skin in the color Deep, because it is perfect. It is like these two like had a baby and life is great with it. Love it. So the next item is OCC's Clear Lip Tar. Like, I totally have a separate video on this. Like, I did this like a couple years ago, so I'll link it somewhere. But OCC stands for Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics. I wouldn't really call this like a moisturizer, but I will call this like a primer. So let's say I put a little bit of Aquaphor on my lips and I don't want to lose that moisture, especially if I'm wearing like an extreme matte lipstick. After you put on your moisturizer or whatever kind of lip cream you use, you can put this primer on and it kind of locks in that moisture, and it acts as a barrier between the moisture in your lips as well as the lipstick. And not only can you use this as like a primer for your lipstick, but I've used this before to make lipstick. I've actually taken this lip tar and I've used it as a mixing medium with color eyeshadows, and I actually made like a kind of like a gloss. Like, seriously, I did it, y'all. Y'all gotta check it out. And since we were talking about Aquaphor and lip moisturizers and everything, like, why not talk about Aquaphor? Now, I love Aquaphor because this does me like no other, you guys. I use no lip gloss. I use no lip balm. This is the only thing that I use on my lips to keep my lips moisturized, and I absolutely love it. And the other reason that I love to carry this in my purse is because not only can you use it on your lips, but you can use it on your body. So if I'm somewhere and I'm a little bit ashy in the elbows or in the cracks of my hands or whatnot, I can just break this baby out, use it on my lips and on my skin. So since we're talking about skin stuff, I wanted to talk to you guys about vegetable glycerin. Now, vegetable glycerin is great, and I talked about this in my empties video too. My hair loves it because it helps my hair to retain moisture, but it's not only good for that, but my daughter has eczema and she had like a breakout one time. So I told her, try glycerin, because on the package, it clearly states that it softens and moisturizes and it's multi-purpose, and it says versatile skincare. And when she used it, it started to clear up her eczema. So, yo, I don't use it for my skin, but I've seen it work. And another one is good old face moisturizer, you guys. This is my Aveeno Positively Radiant Daily Moisturizer. Now, I like to use this as a daytime moisturizer. I actually mix it with a little bit of emu oil because I love the healing properties of emu oil, and emu oil keeps my skin looking right. But not only can you use this as a facial moisturizer, but you can also use this in one of your foundations. So let's say you have a foundation that gives you like extreme full coverage. Put this in your foundation, break that baby up, thin that baby out, and it will become a tinted moisturizer for you. Ding! The next item is the Tarte Clean Slate 360 degrees creaseless 12-hour smoothing eye primer. Okay, you guys, now this is not only an eyeshadow base or primer for your eyeshadows, but you can also, and it's actually made to be used as a primer under your eye as well. But you don't have to just get this brand or get this particular product to do that, but you can use a Milani eyeshadow primer. Not only can you put that baby on your lid, but put that baby under your eyes, especially if you have a creasing situation like I do. Try it out and let me know what you think. The next item is this NYX Contour Palette, and I'm not going to talk about it too long because I also have a video where I use this as eyeshadows. I just want you guys to know that if you get a contour palette, you can use it as eyeshadows if you want to. If you have eyeshadows, you can actually use it as a contour if you want to, or a highlight, or whatever. There are no rules in makeup, which brings me to the next product, which are blushes. Now, this right here is Blunt Blush by MAC.
Try saying that like 50 times.
But this is Blunt Blush by MAC. And before I even knew about Cocoa Berry, you guys, that eyeshadow, I used to rock this baby in my crease all the time. And then also they have some blushes, which this is Margin. I use that as a highlight. And it's a few other blushes that I have that are not in here, which I talked about in my highlighter video. So you could use a blush as a contour. You could use a blush as a highlight. You could use a blush as an eyeshadow. Like, don't be scared. Don't be scared. So since we mentioned using blushes as eyeshadows, I also want to talk about eyeshadows, and this is my Makeup Geek collection, well, one of my palettes, which I'm gonna do a video about that too. But I wanted to let you guys know that you see this brown eyeshadow in here, you could totally use that for your eyebrows. Even if you outline your eyebrows with a pencil and you fill them in with a powder, you don't have to buy a powder, you guys. You can totally use an eyeshadow, or you can use a blush for that matter. And not only that, you can also use eyeshadows as highlights. You can use it as a brow bone highlight, of course, because it's an eyeshadow, but you can use it for your inner corner. You can use it to even highlight your face. Seriously, you guys. You can use it to contour. Like, I know some people that have a deeper skin tone than I do, they will say, well, what can I use to contour? Like, these contour kits, they don't go deep enough for me. Like, get you an eyeshadow, get you a mocha, get you espresso eyeshadow by MAC, and contour that baby. I'm just saying, you do not have to have a contour kit, okay? And my final item is MAC's Prep and Prime Peach Luster. And that is what this one looks like, you guys. And I have actually talked about this a whole lot. Now, I have a separate video on this as well, but the reason that I wanted to talk about this in this video is because there have been several occasions where I have just used this as a highlight as well as a corrector. Like, it did both. Not only did it correct, but it highlighted. So when I did not want to do the whole foundation and highlighting and doing all that stuff, like if it's during the week and I just want to pop a foundation on and I want to correct and I want to highlight at the same time, this is great for that because it's not too orange. It is more of a peach color, like the name says. So more of a salmon type peach color. So this is great for that. But that is it for this video, you guys. There are so many more products that I can talk about or that could make it in this video, but I couldn't even think of them all. They're starting to come to me like as I close out this video. So follow me on Snapchat and you may see some stuff like that. Probably won't do Instagram, but Snapchat is so like, it's so informal. It's like I don't have to like get all dressed. I don't have to do all that. I could just pick it up and take a picture when I think about it. So make sure you guys follow me there. But that is it for this video. If you enjoy videos like this, let me know by thumbsing it up, or feel free to comment in the comment section below. And I'm gonna try to list everything in the description box for you guys. I really am, okay? So until the next video, you guys have an awesome, blessed day, and I will see you sooner than you think. Bye. And don't you guys love the play on the name, like back to school, back to cool? Like somebody posted a picture of it and they hashtag back to cool. And I was like, you totally forgot the S, but I didn't realize that it was back to cool. So how cool is that?